What's up, everybody? Next week, we get Season 4 of Black Ops 6 in Warzone. So, of course, the seasonal intel dropped today. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. As usual, we're going to skip multiplayer and zombie stuff. If you want to check that out, I'll have the blog post from Call of Duty linked down below, so you can go check that out for yourself. And, of course, if you want to check out any of the Warzone stuff on your own, that link will be below. Before I get into that, if you want to see me live, I will be live when the new season comes out, probably at night, does work, probably in the evening. But my Twitch is linked down below if you want to come hang out live, you want to see the new guns, whatever. Because I'll be using new weapons like I always do at the beginning of seasons and mid-seasons. And all my other social medias and my single-player channel is linked down below as well if you want to check any of those out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this blog post. Alright, so we are, like I said, we're skipping multiplayer, skipping zombies, as we normally do, which is a huge part of the blog post because they don't give us any Warzone content. More zombies. You know, you can click on this stuff, but it doesn't, like, see we're still in zombies, so you click on it again. So I always end up just scrolling. So new point of interest, Overlook. So a lot of people were calling this Nakatomi Tower when the teaser came out this morning. It is obviously inspired by that, but not Nakatomi Tower. Dominate foes with a gigantic new skyscraper point of interest available to operators within the vicinity of downtown. The old tenement blocks Burger Town and SCAN Com Tower have been demolished. So no Burger, no Comms Tower, Tall, whatever you call it out as, which is what they did when they put in Nakatomi. And construction crews are finalizing a sprawling skyscraper that dominates the landscape. Look for a full recon tour below. So this is what it looked like before, where you had the Sky SKN broadcast tower here. There's the Burger that's actually down in this bottom left. This little storefront here. And this construction building back here, I'm going to assume is gone as well, even though you can't quite tell. But this little square here of buildings is gone in favor of this new tower that's under construction. It'll be interesting to see how these cranes play. As construction nears completion on this behemoth of a skyscraper, more than twice the height of any previous building within the Verdansk conurbation, not taller than Nakatomi, I don't think. It's worth gaining a tactical advantage on this monolithic new point of interest. Also, people are still going to call it Nakatomi in game for callouts. The Overlook footprint, the diamond, and the perimeter security checkpoints. I'm not going to dive super deep into this. And you can see, yeah, that construction building on the backside is gone. So it does take up that whole little square. If you want to check this out, you can feel free to check this out yourself, just like anything else. Because it's linked down below. Linked by two massive cranes. The plot perimeter returns, blah blah blah. Perimeter security checkpoints. So these little checkpoint areas will be around the bottom. Construction sites, ground level, little construction sites. Go up the crane. Ground level restaurants. So this. They still have a Burger Town. It's just in the building. And there's a little sushi restaurant. North and south cranes, two huge cranes with 5 separate platforms attached to the mast to land onto ground. Use a vertical ascender. So there is a vertical ascender to get up to the top. Okay, so that was the one thing I was interested in. More places for people to sit with their HDRs. So it'll be interesting to see if the HDRs get any change. Zip lines and additional roof cover. So there's going to be zip lines from like Town Hall up. And maybe some other points up. So there will be multiple ways up this building, which is good as well. So post office rooftop to Skydeck, Rothwin Donna building rooftop to Skydeck, art gallery, museum, rooftop site. So what people call City Hall, I guess, is an art gallery. Oh no, City Hall dome rooftop. So which one's art gallery? It doesn't matter. There's going to be rooftops. Here's what the inside is going to look like. More of the inside. More of the inside. This is going to be like an outdoor like plaza up towards the top. And apparently it's big enough to fly helicopters in, which is interesting. There's being a penthouse up top and then the very top itself. Like I said, and then learn the secrets to open. So there's going to be a secret room that's redacted here that you can figure out how to open. I'm sure we'll see people figuring that out on day 1. Season 4 modes, Clash, LTM, 52 versus 52 team deathmatch. I remember that. From back in Cold War, as they say here. Clash, available locations, quarry, boneyard farm. That'd be good for like leveling up guns, warm up, stuff like that. That's apparently the only LTM. In-match events and domination points. Clash mode gameplay features. so you can still buy stuff. I mean, LTMs just aren't that popular, and especially not this returning one was never that popular. So I'm not gonna go through it too much. Another thing you can check out for yourself if you want. Resurgence Casual. Now that's interesting. They're bringing Casual to Resurgence on Rebirth Island. Ranked Play Battle Royale. Ranked Play Resurgence is coming back, so that's interesting. They're gonna have 2 ranked modes. The ranked must be popular. No regular casual. Looks like we're gonna have no regular casual. So Clash mode, Field Upgrade, Door Barricade, Battle Royale casual modes available via care package. That's interesting. I wonder how you take down the care package. And Hand Cannon is coming too. I don't know how I feel about that. Care package is coming back. Contract Search and Destroy. New perk Loot Master available only as ground loot during Resurgence and Plunder matches. Okay, so and what does it do? It allows you to maximize your scavenging potential gear faster by increasing the amount of loot you find while opening caches. Yeah, I mean, there's no wonder that it's only ground loot, because who's gonna pick that up? ATV Polaris Sportsman XP1000. So I'm guessing the old ATV is gone. I'm guessing it's gone. It doesn't say that it's gone, but I would assume that's gone. But it says allowing you to hit Verdansk goat trails in comfort with legendary suspension, great clearance, and traction. So you'll be able to actually like go up rocks and stuff with it. General content. New guns. LC-10 is coming back. The LC-10 was a lot of fun. I really liked the LC-10 in Cold War Warzone. It was meta for a little while. The FFAR. Now, the FFAR will be a really interesting one, because the FFAR had people running AAR. It was a crazy sniper sport. It was better than like every SMG. We'll see if it's like that again. Very high rate of fire and excellent CQB power, but slower handling and mobility. So that's kind of what it was before when we had it in Cold War. It had great rate of fire and was really good up close, but it wasn't a good long-range AR. It's sounding like that's what it's going to be again, so we'll see. This is probably going to be a sniper sport. And then in-season SX Model 7, it's a bolt action, or a lever action rifle, not bolt action. Olympia mid-season, so new shotgun, double-barrel shotgun. In-season, we'll get a pickaxe. New special attachments, G-Grip for SMGs except for the PP919, and assault rifles. Vertical foregrip with integrated laser for improving firing stability, horizontal recoil control, and tighten spread while transitioning between hipfire and aim down sights. Beam blue blocks laser attachments. That sounds crazy good. Because I know a lot of people are using, what is it, the Strelic laser, which helps the hipfire to aim down sight accuracy. But now it's going to combine that with recoil control. It's probably going to be a meta attachment. Strider 22 3-round burst mod, so you can turn the 22 Strider into a burst gun instead of singular fire. SVD full auto mod. Convert the SVD from semi-auto to fully auto functionality. Interesting. TR2 CQB conversion. These are both going to be event rewards in season. So the TR2, which is, what is that? The FAL. The FAL get a close quarter auto conversion, so an SMG conversion. That's super interesting as well. I don't think there's anything else to really talk about. The big content is the new POI, which is really interesting. Ooh, a ballerina collab for those that like John Wick movies. The straight up ballerina event, rivals King of the Dead events. But there'll be some events, some packages. I kind of like this noir looking skin. Some more crazy skins. I know people hate it. And then CDL Major 4 this weekend with rewards, and that's it. So, like I said, the big content is going to be the new POI building in downtown. That's kind of like Nakatomi, but not Nakatomi. The return of the LC-10, the return of the FFAR are the big highlights for this season. And of course, when patch notes come out next week, we'll see nerfs and buffs, and we'll try to guess what the meta change is. But that is the highlights of the Intel drop. Of course, like I said, like I keep mentioning, it will be linked down below if you want to check it out for yourself. And just like I mentioned, Twitch and all my social medias and single player channel are all linked down below if you want to come hang out live or you want to support me anywhere else. Any support anywhere is greatly appreciated. But I will see you on Verdansk. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.